Hello and welcome to today's intention. Let's get this set up. There we go. And I apologize for the wet hair. So I was just on the most amazing snowshoe through a winter wonderland in the mountains. So peaceful. Just a beautiful, beautiful stillness. And it's a wonderful segue into the intention and the stillness we'll find today. So if you could find a place to sit or lie down for the next 30 minutes or so with your eyes closed, not be disturbed, that would be good. And we're going to go on this inwards journey together to find this stillness and create some reality. So close your eyes. We're going to start with a few slow, deep breaths. I want you to take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, I want you to let everything go. All your cares and worries just dissolve and float away. You can do without them for half an hour. And for the next breath, I'd like you to fill up as full as you can, starting with your lower belly and your upper abdomen, and expanding your lower rib cage out towards the back. And when you exhale this time, if you could feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for the next breath, help with a visualization. You're going to breathe light directly into your heart and then exhale light directly from your heart. Good. Now we're going to focus on the body. Make sure it's good and relaxed for this inwards journey. I want you to bring your awareness down to your feet right now and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are these most wonderful, loyal servants, always just want to do our bidding. Sometimes we just need to ask. And if you can, try to feel your energy leaving through your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. We move into the ankles, the shins, the calves, and knees. And we feel everything relax. And as we go through every body part or area, I want you to just allow the whole thing to revert back to its original blueprint of perfection. No pain, no inflammation, just a wonderful efficiency and joy of living. And then we move into the upper legs, the buttocks, the pelvic area, the hips. Then we feel everything loosen. Moving into the inner organs, the rib cage, breast, chest, full back and spine. Everything softens. Our shoulders are down in the most comfortable position, arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Our neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we move up to the skin of our scalp. This is where tension can hide sometimes. So I want you to release anything that you find there right now, almost as if your ears could wiggle. Then we move into the jaw. We allow it to unhinge, open up and receive the breath of life. We feel all of our facial muscles melt into a pool of perfect relaxation. And then we see if we can't get our eyelids to soften an extra few degrees. Moving inwards, we ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. And now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're actually going to invite them to have a seat on the virtual couch and just chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want our minds to stick around and be part of our council. Just maybe take more of a back seat for a little while. Now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts, and they're usually moving by lightning fast. Let's enlist the help of the elements to help us slow them down and release them. We'll start with the element of fire, a beautiful element as it naturally burns up anything that's no longer useful to us, purifying us, allowing us to be reborn from the ashes. And you can see the sun as the fire element. Vision yourself standing in pure, strong sunlight, feeling the heat and warmth on your skin. And then we ask the element of water for its help. It's also a beautiful element for dealing with our thoughts as it naturally retains memory in each drop. So I want you to envision yourself maybe standing in the middle of a gentle river. You're feeling the pull of the current against you. You can actually watch or observe as all of those bad habits and negative patterns, things that you hold on to that you'd like to release, and past traumas just go floating down the river. You're just observing. Then we ask in the help of the element of air, feeling the wind or the breeze against our skin. And its specialty is pulling away all of our stories, all of the stories we tell ourselves and all of our egos, leaving behind only the shining truth. And then we call in the earth element with its beautiful magnetic properties to draw towards it and stick to it anything that no longer serves us, any baggage, any heaviness we're still experiencing. We can just trust in the earth's energy to transform that into a higher vibrational frequency, more akin to a seed sprouting to new life. Now let's take the journey from our head space to our chest cavity where the heart resides. Let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I'd like you to experience this journey viscerally. So feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And experience the buoyancy, the lightness of being as you glide down the staircase. And when you arrive on the platform, I'd like you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it, maybe a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. What I'd like you to realize right now is that this is your heart. You have full access, VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So go ahead and envision those locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open just a bit. And brilliant beams of yellow golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. you feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of which you really are as well. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift right now and away from our physicalities that we're used to and experience our energy bodies or our light bodies. I want you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all your cells have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're kind of floating there, existing as a light cloud. It's very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. Doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. That's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself right now to float up and merge with this light flow. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't need to sacrifice anything to experience this. And there's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things that you might notice when you first join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe. And they are also you. We're all one being, one light, one consciousness. We're all the same pie, slightly different flavors we're bringing to the same pie. Now, this nexus is a place of incredible power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracles, and a wondrous capacity to create. That's what we're going to take advantage of right now. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention. Because we can. So I'd like you to go ahead now and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious detail. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I want you to fill in the blanks, color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now, completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body is balanced, your mental body is full of clarity, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we can trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. Anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do this, that is amply available to us. I'd like you to experience this vitality right now. Open up and allow there to be healing. I'm feeling really light, as if effervescent bubbles are just coursing through my entire being right now. My DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, the quantum level. Everything realigning into its natural, perfect, healthy state of balance. It's very invigorating. Now that you're feeling this vitality, I'd like you to extend it to include your friends and family. Witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces. And then stretch it out to include your community and then the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive. Total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. We're all healers. It's just a matter of focusing our intention and sending that frequency out. Now let's talk about abundance. There's plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comforts. So maybe we could travel around once in a while. Most important, that we have the resources to follow our passions and dreams in life. Each of us, we're seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we each have an innate need and desire to contribute. So when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now too. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, that's okay, don't worry. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into our conscious awareness, that information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we felt in our lives before. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of the day of being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. Now we just did this for the entire world. So what does that look like now? I see all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we're living on a planet free of pollution. We're living in harmony and balance, with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? And look at us exploring our limitless potential together, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And I want you to see this as already been done. It's already happened. It's done. So say we all. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But for today, let's celebrate this beautiful existence together in song, in music, in laughing, in dancing, in playing. I see us all at a huge outdoor music festival, rejoicing, feeling all of the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received. I'm walking down the street in my reality, marveling at all the smiles I see on strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. It's magnificent. And let's intend one more thing while we're here together. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. Something wondrous happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, the heavier, lower energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment, it all falls away. We naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, and sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief. What joy. Even the systems that may govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the worry, tension, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders into the atmosphere to be transformed into the higher resonance frequencies that are more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. Sensing all the connections, clearing, cleansing, opening up, communication flowing. So beautiful. The atmosphere is so smooth. It's just so easy to be. It's so easy just to be. Now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, whether you're out for a picnic with your family, enjoying their glowing faces, seeing your children and grandchildren thrive, if you're out for a walk in the forest with your dog, enjoying the serenity, you're having a laugh with your buddies out on the court, maybe you're creating something pretty special in your kitchen or at work. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I'd just like you to stop in your shoes right now in your reality and just look at all the beauty that's surrounding you. All the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty, and just drink it in. Feel this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports you at all times, and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. Now I'd like to just take some time for some thankfulness before we end. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this beautiful life. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all these beauties. Thank you for my emotions, for helping guide me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, and back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with light and healing and energy and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I'd like you to take your entire beautiful reality you've just created and build it up as a big energy ball in your center right now, in the heart space, the solar plexus, the Dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life and light. And then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt, the fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that big energy. And then when we exhale, we're going to share and release that frequency with the world. Here we go. Build up that energy and send it out. Exhale completely. Give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with light and love and healing and energy. Good job. I can just feel the concentric rings circling the planet, causing all the other like energies out there to light up in response. Blanketing the world in frequencies of love and peace and prosperity. Now I'm going to get you to wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper now. Maybe shift your limbs around a little bit too, really come back in. And when you feel you're ready to come back into the room or your space, open your eyes and just notice how you're feeling right now. Know that you can come back to this state of being at any time you want with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that we can call it up at a moment's demand anytime, all the time. Eventually, we won't even have to try anymore. We just become natural, walking, talking transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are, creating the reality of our choosing all around us, because we are that powerful. And so much more so when we put our intentions together in this way. So thank you. Thank you for joining me in these intentions. Whether it's live or recorded, it all works, it's all good. And if you've been doing these for a little while and you've got a really good grasp on your whole reality that you'd like to create, start trying the single conscious breaths throughout your day. Play with it, have fun with it. Anytime you get a few spare seconds, when you're brushing your teeth, when you're cooking supper, when you're standing in line, anything like that. And just notice over the next couple of weeks, what kind of shifts, what kind of synchronicities start happening for you. So we'll see you again tomorrow for the next intention. Have a good night.